Humanity is the human race, which includes everyone on Earth. It's also a word for the qualities that make us human, such as the ability to love, have compassion, and be creative. Contributing to the greater good of humanity cannot be achieved by doing. Contributing to the greater good of humanity can only be achieved by being. The doing aspect and the being aspect influence each other. Thus, contributing to the greater good for humanity by doing is possible indirectly through being. The Sunflower Fund is the recipient of many things. Some are difficult to quantify: support, kindness, and love. Others are less difficult to quantify: medical data, monetary value being just a few. But if one wanted to emulate the fairy tale Alice Through the Looking Glass and peer into another dimension, a dimension of reality called humanity, one would see a fairy tale not on the silver screen, nor on the pages of a book, but rather the fairy tale of an Alice who exudes being. Our Alice, who a lot of you actually know, began life in Vereeniging. She became a teacher, then moved into the world of media, advertising and sales, and ultimately ended up owning her own media empire, Mum's Mail. With limited resources, our Alice toiled away with the bare minimum to make Mum's Mail a success. Our Alice didn't have a Cheshire cat or a white rabbit to help her, although she did have the love of her life, Ross. Ross joined Alice to assist in the business, but also gallantly took charge of the kids and the household in the afternoons, while Alice weaved her magic at Mum's Mail. Our Alice doesn't really cook, so it's probably just as well. Alice says, "The only other person who supported me outright was my husband, who told me that I could do it if I believed that I could. And being the stubborn person I am, failure was not an option." With 2 children, Jordan and Ethan, and now Mum's Mail as well, Alice and Ross had created their own Alice in Wonderland story. The rest, as they say, is history. Well, not quite. There is that little issue I mentioned earlier. Contributing to the greater good of humanity can only be achieved by being. By being what, you may ask? Well, it's quite difficult to define, really. It is being true to yourself, being true to your beliefs, being the best you can be. No one really knows. You'll have to ask Alice. But all I know is that if anybody embodies being, Alice does. Far and wide, all who know her sing from the same page.
Alice, I have known you for 10 years and I have never met anybody with such a giving spirit and a passionate nature. I love you, my friend. Thank you for being who you are. You are incredible and you have taught me so much and you've brought so much to my life. You are just amazing.
Alice, you're a huge inspiration to all of us here at Mum's Mail. I don't think any of us can believe how you manage to get everything done, but somehow you always do. I think the thing that stands out most in my mind about you is your generosity, and you're always so willing to give of yourself to help another person.
Alice, working at Mum's Mail over the past few years has been absolutely amazing, and it's all because of you. I started as this quiet little mouse in the corner of my office, and look at me now. Facebook pictures everywhere, birthday rings, and now I'm even on camera. I must love you.
Hey Alice, here's the short version. I hope we've got eye contact. LOL. Keep on being the fun-loving, crazy, grammar Nazi, awesomely generous person you are. Love you lots.
Hi Alice, thank you so much for everything you have done for us. You're a truly inspirational, caring, motivational and kind-hearted person. I'm going to miss you very much and good luck to your further endeavours that you do. Really appreciate everything. You're such a good, kind, loving, caring person. Mwah.
Alice, you are loud, you're bubbly, but most of all you're very caring. And it's been a great honour to work with you. I've met so many people, I've learned so many new things. And what you have done with Mum's Mail in the 12 years that you had owned it is incredible. I'd just like to wish you the best of luck with everything, and I'm so glad to be able to call you my friend as well.
Alice, you're definitely one of the craziest, most fun people I know. It's been amazing working with you over these last few years. It's been a blast. If I had just a fraction of your energy and determination, I'd be a very happy woman. And all the best in what you do in the future. I'm sure it'll be a success.
She got fed up of being a high flyer and decided it was time to retire. Mum's mail went up for sale, she went round telling her tale, and now she's happy she's found a great buyer. Alice, thanks so much for selling your wonderful business to Andrew and I. We're so thrilled we bought such a wonderful business. You've done an amazing job, and I just hope you can be proud of what we do with the business now going forward. Thanks very much.
Mom, I love you because you inspire me to be a better person every day. Whenever I wake up and don't want to go to school, you're there for me and tell me to get out of bed, go to school, do my best, no matter how I'm feeling. And I love you because you're irreplaceable.
I love you, Mom. Not just because of all the charity work you do, getting me and Jordan involved in Sunflower and Robin Hood, but because you have such a kind heart and you will never really stop doing what you do in the end. You'll just carry on for years and years to come. I love you, Mom.
Babes, you're an amazing wife, an incredible mother, and we love you!
Following her friend Monique Metzler's suggestion, the Mum's Mail High Tea was born. The event initially supported a different charity every year, but when Alice came across the Sunflower Fund, especially after one of her school friends lost her 3-year-old daughter to leukemia, Alice decided to support the Sunflower Fund every year. So after 21 years of marriage to her best friend and biggest fan, Ross, 2 beautiful children, Jordan and Ethan, a successful business, a personality that would walk where angels fear to tread, one could ask the question, why? Why spend endless hours begging sponsors? Why spend weeks and months plotting and planning? Why spend days and days and days packing goodie bags? Well, we did ask. Even though Alice thought it was an interview for a press article, we asked her, what would you want your legacy to be? And she said, I would want my kids to know that they can dream big and do anything they set their minds to, but that they will not achieve that without hard work and some blood, sweat and tears. Nothing worth having comes easily. We also asked her, what do you hope to achieve in the future? She answered, I made the very difficult decision to sell Mum's Mail in April this year, after owning it for almost 12 years. It was time to get off the hamster wheel and be a mom again. I had lost out on too many special memories already. My mum passed away at 45, and I just decided that if I hypothetically only had 2 years left with my kids, I didn't want to be working the hours I had been. Lastly, we asked her, what is your message to humanity? And she answered, you cannot do everything, but everyone can do something to make this place a slightly better place when they leave than when they arrived. So Alice, as we peer through the looking glass of life and see you being Alice, we thank you and we salute you.